You are welcome back, our viewers. It's been one hell of a night of football. There has been goals. There are some games that are still deadlocked. And we just have to enjoy this showpiece called football. I think you will agree with me that it's been an entertaining night. The game between Arsenal and Man City has taken the lead again through Grealish, a well-worked attack that has led to the second goal of the game. Mr. Egwenewe, you're welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a very beautiful goal from Manchester City. You know, Grealish from the left side of the field was after he got that pass, he ran into it was a good clearance, a very good placement, and he was able to get that goal.
And our viewers, just a quick one. We have you covered here tomorrow. The game between Barcelona and Manchester United, and on Saturday we have Aston Villa versus Arsenal, 1:30 p.m. Chelsea versus Southampton, 4 p.m. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City, that's also 4 p.m. So just stay with us. It's going to be a week filled with football back to back to back to back.
Yeah, it's going to
How does it feel?
That is the fun of the day, you know. Football back to back to back, you know. That is what keeps the body and soul going.
You know, after a stressful day, and you just come back and listen to Premier Sport fans live and watch us live. Join us as we entertain you with your favorite drink beside you. Is that not a perfect combination?
A very good one, a very good combination. A very perfect combination.
And if you are the type that likes moving your hand with something to pick around, maybe a goat meat or ukwabi can go along while you enjoy our in-depth analysis of the game. So it's the 52nd minute in the game between Dortmund and Chelsea. It's still 0-0, and the game is coming alive. Look at the second goal.
Another goal for Manchester City. Well, the only goal we have in this Champions League today is goal from Benfica. Against Club Brugge. I think it is
the penalty.
1-0 in favor of Benfica.
Yes.
So another goal for Manchester City, making it 3-1.
And when people start doubting Arsenal's capacity to win this league, you start to think that it seems Arsenal are still going to come down.
That is a good run
from the top they are in. Or what do you think? Haaland has, you know, we are talking about Haaland. Haaland has hit the ground running again.
That's a beautiful one. Congratulations to Haaland. He's not sleeping. I think 26 goals for him for the season, and it's still the goal who gave him that assist. It's still the goal who gave him that assist. And right here, you see the move. You see the move by Chelsea, by Modric. He just run past all the midfielders, the attackers. He run past the midfielder, and he was coming towards the goal, and it was cleared down. And it's a free kick. You know, it's a free kick against them. And Jude Bellingham, one of the most expensive players, defender, midfielder too, has been booked a yellow card.
Of course. Of course, it was booked earlier in the game. I think they are just acknowledging it. This game, looking at it, it's been a balanced game to some extent. Dortmund are playing at home, so you expect them to come out. But looking at the two teams, so far, with their performance, which team do you think will go through to the next round?
Well, I can see more purpose in Chelsea's team in the second half. They have come with more attacking prowess, and it's like they are having their game plan in the second half. Because the second half has been attack for Chelsea, and right now they are running. They run towards past the defenders and try to create a chance. I'm seeing that probably Chelsea is going to get a goal if they continue like this.
If they continue like this, they can get a goal. Yeah. What do you think has changed from the second half, from the first half to this second half?
The first half to the second half, no substitution has been made yet. No substitution has been made. It's just the players' mentality. You understand? It's just the player psychology that is doing the difference here. They have come with more purpose. They have come with more seriousness in the second half. Because right now, Potter have not changed anybody. Look at that. It is João Felix again, who has been brought down.
That's Ben Chilwell.
Okay, Chilwell. Is it Chilwell?
Looking at Arsenal Man City game, what do you think is Arsenal on the?
That is João Felix. Okay, is it Chilwell?
What do you think is Benfica's undoing?
With Benfica?
Arsenal's undoing, sorry.
Right.
That has made them concede 2 extra goals.
Like the beginning of the match, we talked about Thomas Partey. His absence has really been disastrous to Arsenal. And if you watch any match he did not play, Arsenal concede goals. You know, and if you are playing against high attacking side like Manchester City, and your defense is not compact, what do you expect? You expect more goals. And this 3-1, I never expected it to get this bad.
Because looking at the second half, it seems Arsenal came out to play more than the first half. And I sense that opened them up for pressure. They really attacked. And I feel Man City took advantage of that.
Yeah. You know, like I told you in the first half when we were talking about the slow pace of Arsenal, I said that is the best game you can play against Manchester City. If you play them that style of game, you will always win them. But if once you try to attack them or try to, they will use it against you and they will counter you and they will always get the goals.
Do you think this is the end of the league dream for the Arsenal faithful?
Well, it's not the end of the league dream. It's, they still have an outstanding match, even though right now it is Manchester City who is on top of the table.
Of goals different.
Yeah, of goals different. Arsenal still have one outstanding match. So if they can win it, that means they're still 3 points ahead of Manchester City, and means they're still in contention.
It means they are still in contention. But how sure are you that Arsenal can fight to the end?
Well, I'm not too sure because over the years, we have seen it. Arsenal are not consistent when it comes to
consistently inconsistent.
Yes, they be consistently inconsistent. That is the language, But right now, Manchester City has leveled up the points against them, and Manchester United can also do that, and Newcastle can also do that. So it is not over yet.
That was a good shot from Enzo, but he didn't really quite get enough power.
Yeah, like I told you, like I told you, this second half, Chelsea have come with more purpose. You can see all the attacks, from right, left, and center. You can see Modric doing his own, trying to score. You can see João Felix. You can also see Modric. You understand? You can see Modric. They are all attacking Borussia Dortmund, and it's like Borussia Dortmund it's like they are tired. I don't know, but probably Chelsea just overrun them.
Probably Chelsea just overrun them. But there's update of Real Madrid game. Real Madrid are still leading 1-0 3-0, 68th minute, and Benfica is still leading 1-0, the 63rd minute. Football can be very fun. Sometimes you beat the big guns and you go and lose to the smaller teams. Do you see Manchester City losing to Nottingham Forest in the weekend, this weekend?
Well, it may not be Nottingham Forest, but I see Manchester City losing to more than 3-4 teams in the Premier League in the upcoming matches. You know, it may not be Nottingham Forest, but I can see them because with the squad, even with the play they are playing to win Arsenal, it's not that superb. It's not what Manchester City used to be. So I foresee that more clubs, more smaller teams are going to beat Manchester City.
More smaller teams are going to beat Manchester City. But this Man City, one thing I noticed about them for some season now, once they hit it early in the year, January, they can win 95-90% of their games to the end of the season. They have the firepower.
Manchester City, right?
Yes, they have the firepower, they have the manager, they have the consistency. Do you think that will change this year? Well,
this is February. We're already in February, and they are just taking over the table right now. If they win to this match, which definitely they will win because it's 90 minutes and it's 31, it's 3-1. 90 minutes and it's 3-1.
I think
that means they have overtaken Arsenal, but Arsenal still won't have one standing.
Personally, I think that game is done and dusted for Man City.
It's done and dusted for Man City. So Man City have overtaken.
The third goal has really nailed it for them. But back to Dortmund-Chelsea game. This game, for me, has not really lived up to its spirit.
Yeah, I think it is beginning to lift up the spirit, the second half, most especially in the side of Chelsea. Yeah. You look at Modric, Mikhailo Modric, see that attempt again, another shot blocked. For Chelsea, I think this second half, if you look at their goal attempt, goal attempt have really increased. Not like first half. The first half there was no much goal attempt for Chelsea. For this second half, there's a lot of goal attempt, there's a lot of chances created, there's a lot of move. So any moment from now, we'll be expecting a goal for Chelsea
But looking at this, Chelsea on the norms, with the pedigree Chelsea should be the team to talk about.
Yeah, they should be the team
on the back foot.
Oh, that was a beautiful one from James. And the goalkeeper deflected it. Beautiful one from James. Oh, Dortmund has scored Chelsea. Adeyemi have scored.
Oh, Karim Adeyemi.
Yeah.
And looking at it, the fact that Dortmund have been the better side so far, that explains a lot about it. Look at it. This is a counter.
It's a counter.
Look at
counter.
it.
One-on-one. One-on-one. What did he do? Oh, you see, just run past him, beat the goalkeeper, and score the goal. Wow, that's a beautiful celebration.
Oh.
Backflip.
Oh. That was a good goal. That was a beautiful finish. That was a beautiful finish.
So Chelsea is a goal down. No.
At the 63rd minute, Chelsea is a goal down. But the game, there's still time. Over 26 minutes to play. You see, this is a counter. When you lose your opportunity, look at this. What is Enzo doing there?
He's not a defender.
He was just busy bringing him back in. He was playing the holding midfield role. He's playing the holding midfield role. He should have followed him outside the box 18.
He's not a defender,
before he got to the...
You should know he's not...
That's the normal thing to do.
That is not Enzo. He's not Modric.
That's Enzo. That's Enzo. That kind of you foul him before he gets closer to your box. It's a very...
That is why players like Casemiro will always get a red card. Because they will save a goal with it.
Yes, they will save a goal situation. Now, with that foul, we would have saved Chelsea distress.
Probably will not make, it will be a red card.
Because 1-0 alone is enough for a team to advance to the next round of the Champions League. But there's still time. Let's see what will happen in the game. There's still time. Hopefully this will trigger Chelsea to come out and play.
That should be a corner kick.
I think there's been it was a Dortmund player that got his fellow teammate injured. Honestly, Chelsea has been disappointing today.
So you were expecting?
I was expecting more from Chelsea, but they've been really disappointing today. How can you consider that kind of a goal? Where is the defensive arrangement? So that means they've been really poor defensively.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a disappointing one. It's a really disappointing.
Thiago Silva is the only defender that is there.
It's a really disappointing one. So, this is the 66th minute, 68th minute of the game between Chelsea, Dortmund and Chelsea. And it's still a 0-0 in favor of Dortmund. Do you see the scoreline changing anytime soon?
Of course. The scoreline will change any moment because the match is still on and we still have 20 minutes of regular time to play. Additional time, the match between Manchester City and Arsenal ended. So
now, officially, Man City tops the table.
Yes.
Pending the time Arsenal will play the Arsenal. See, football has a funny way of twisting.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, Arsenal was untouchable. But now, Arsenal has been touched. What do you think is the reason?
Well, that's what we are getting. That's what we get. Like I told you, the defense line of Arsenal, Thomas Partey is not there. To me, that's one of the major reasons. And you are playing against a high attacking minded side like Manchester City. So you don't expect to just run over them. Definitely they will fight back, and that's what they did. And thank God today, Erling Haaland came to the play and he was able to register another goal for himself. And they are able to go top of the table. And if their next match, they win against who are they? Aston Villa, who are they playing against next week? Definitely they will start increasing the gap. You know, once they take over, they've taken over.
No, the next game of Manchester City is Nottingham Forest.
Okay, Nottingham Forest, yeah.
I think the next game of Arsenal is Aston Villa. So, but, you know, it's just goal difference.
Yeah.
And with the fact that Arsenal has a game in hand, that is a plus for them, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a plus. That is another hope. And that they have to make use of it. Otherwise, the dream of winning this cup will just slip over their hand. And that will mute the mouth of all Arsenal fans.
Extremely disappointed.
It will mute their mouth because they have been talking and...
but talking about squad depth, I feel one of the undoing of the Chelsea and Arsenal owners is not really doing massive business at the January transfer.
Arsenal owners.
Yes.
Well, you will give kudos to this present Arsenal manager and the owners, because during when Alex Ferguson, what's his name? Sorry, Arsene Wenger time, it was business, just business. You know, you get younger players, you train them, they become good footballers, you sell them, you get more new players, you breed them, they become good footballers, you sell. But now Arsenal can remove money to go and buy players like Jorginho. They bought Jorginho, they bought, I think they bought likes of Jorginho. They bought up to 4 players this season.
And Chelsea just brought in 2 players. They just replaced Chilwell with Mason Mount and replaced Mudryk with Cucurella. You know, this brings me back to what I said earlier, that I think Chelsea's job is bigger than Potter. Because looking at this game, how can you substitute one of your best attacking players?
You know, if you look at it, that is why Mudryk was not supposed to be a substitute, because he's playing.
It's in the game.
It's in the game. You know, it's in the game. I don't think Mudryk should be substituted. Cucurella, I don't know why. It's a Mason Mount that is going out. Chilwell is going out. Mason Mount is coming in. And Mudryk is not supposed to be substituted.
He's not happy.
He's not
You can
happy.
see it all over his face. I don't know what this guy is doing, but I am like, I can't see light at the end of the tunnel. Because, you know, when you are making schoolboy's error in substitution, he needs to be called to order.
Okay.
Because looking at it, Mudryk has been a very important part of this attack.
Very, very. He has been very, very.
Kai Havertz on the field.
Yeah.
And you bring out Mudryk
Yellow card for
Ziyech.
Ziyech. Oh, that was not a fair. That was not a fair tackle.
You know, any tackle now, Dortmund players will want to waste time. You know,
course.
they are the ones
They are in
that just took
70.
the
Some,
lead. That
76.
goal, by the way, is the fault of Enzo. You don't take. You are moving back, taking a player into your box. You go for the tackle once. If you miss the ball, don't miss the leg.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Marius Wolf is taking. Is going. Is going out, and Julian Riansen is coming in.
But this game, mainly, it has not really lived up to expectation for me. What do you think?
Yeah, no, to you, it has not lived up to that, but there are people like the Dortmund fans now, they are all rejoicing. They are all happy.
No, generally, I'm not talking about the scoreline.
Yes.
I'm talking about the quality of play.
Well, you know, the quality of play here is basically because of the tactics implied by the two managers. Like I told you before, that it's going to be a very tight match. Tight in the sense that based on the tactics, because the tactics does not allow so much flow, because they cover themselves. Look at it. Just look at it. There's no because they cover themselves in, and you know, they're just close to themselves. And you can't flow, except you have to create chance for yourself.
And the goal, where was Koulibaly and Thiago Silva? Leaving that kind of a situation to Enzo to handle.
Koulibaly is in the squad.
Koulibaly started the game. The partnership of Thiago Silva and Koulibaly.
I've not seen Koulibaly.
That's Koulibaly.
Okay, that is him. Yeah. He has been silent anyway. We have not seen much of him. And even as a defender, we have not really seen.
With the way Chelsea is playing, honestly, I don't see Chelsea coming back. I don't see Chelsea coming back in this game. But it's been 75th minute of the game, and they still 1-0 in favor of Dortmund. Do you see Chelsea coming back into this game?
Yeah, it's still possible. It's not over yet. And anything can happen. Chelsea can still come back. They can still equalize and come and win the match.
You know, one of the things that you look at Chelsea is that these guys, there are a lot of talent that Chelsea brought in this January transfer. And you can't really say this is the direction of the team. Even if they have not gelled, but you should see direction.
Yeah.
What I've been seeing so far has been trial and error. And it seems Chelsea will be in big trouble with FFP if Chelsea does not qualify for Champions League next season, after spending over 600 million in the transfer window. What do you think?
Well, I've seen the way they spend the money, and sometimes it's not about the money, it's about, because you see a smaller team that have not even spent such money, even quarter of the money, you see them winning. You know, you see a club will buy one person for almost the half amount they bought, almost the amount they bought half of the total player of your opponent. And they will be in that team. They will still win. The lesser team will still win. So it's not about that. But quality player is good sometimes. But too much of quality player in one team is not good.
No, you know, we agree that Chelsea needs a revamp. But looking at what the coach has done with these boys, it's still left to be seen his impact on them.
Yes, it's not seen yet.
I can't see that impact yet.
A good chance. And no!
Oh, that was cleared off the line.
Yeah. Well, let's see the replay.
That was cleared off the line.
Let's see the replay. It looked like a goal.
Ziyech has been in fine form since the World Cup.
Since the World Cup, and he played very well at the World Cup. Oh, that is not a goal. Look at that. No.
Cleared it off.
It's cleared it off before the line. That's a good save.
That was. That was cleared off the line.
Off the line. That's a beautiful one. A beautiful save from Dortmund.
The game is currently at the 79th minute, and
okay, the scorer of the goal is being substituted.
Yeah, he's already on yellow card.
Okay.
Look at how cheap Kepa's. Oh no.
He just beat the goalkeeper.
No. That is very poor. That is very poor. That is very poor. Honestly, that is very poor.
Oh!
That's
Man, that's a good one from ZH.
pass from ZH.
That's a weak shot.
Very weak one. But the game is still on between Dortmund and Chelsea and Club Brugge and Benfica.
That should be a corner kick.
It's been one heck of football. You know, if you are missing this match, you can still glue to us and we'll bring you the interesting moment that will make you enjoy every bit of it, coupled with whatever that goes through your throat to wash it down. Updates from the Madrid match. Madrid is now leading by 4-0. Talking about Madrid, it's not a whitewash.
It's not a whitewash.
The Club World Championship they went to is a morale booster.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah, at least it has given them that confidence because now they have taken a trophy. They have won a trophy for themselves and for the season. I think they can say, okay, we can do more. They can talk to themselves, okay, let's win more trophy like the La Liga, and they are still good contestants in the Champions League. So I think it's a booster for them. And, anything can happen. They can still win one of these trophies, either the Champions League or the La Liga. Yeah.
Is the 83rd minute.
1-on-1. Oh, that is a good defense.
It is the 83rd minute.
Can you see Chelsea playing in their 18 box?
Between Chelsea, Dortmund and Chelsea, and it's still 1 goal. What do you think Chelsea can do right?
That was a cheap. Oh my God. Do you see how cheap this guy just gave? Well, what Chelsea can do right now is for them to be consistent. Let them take this match. Let them take the game to Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund. I think if there should be a substitution, this kind of match, you need somebody like Sterling, Raheem Sterling. You need somebody like Raheem Sterling in this kind of match. Even though because of the injury, I think he will have played an important role in this. Look at Mount.
No Mount, it's Kai Havertz.
Havertz just gave it out cheaply.
You know, I told you the other time that it would have been a lot better if the coach would have substituted Kai Havertz rather than Mudryk. Imagine Mudryk at that position. He would have paced out that defender because it's faster. But all in all, I'm here to see the real positive because I still feel Chelsea is attacking based on the fact that Dortmund is leading, and Dortmund just want to soak the pressure and take the result to the second leg. What do you think?
Yeah, that's what Dortmund is trying to do right now. They can soak the pressure, and once they get the ball, they take the possession also. They'll be able to use it to buy more time against Chelsea.
Look at that. Is that a shot or a back?
You know, that is the same problem they are having. Both Havertz, Mount, and João Felix. I know. Havertz, Mount, João Felix. That? They all have that kind of cheap balls to goalkeeper.
Back pass. That's
cheap balls to back. Even
they
ZH.
They are playing football as if nothing is at stake.
Even ZH himself, that is the same back pass they give. It's not going to clear shot. Good shot into the net, and the goalkeeper will not. Before the goalkeeper will balance, the ball is already inside the net. So I don't know why they're giving him the back pass. The referee say play on. That's Cucurella. That's a beautiful one. That's a free kick. He did not give. Oh, what a block. Oh. Hey, you have 6 minutes left, and that's the time Chelsea have, and if they don't utilize it, it's going to be disastrous for them.
The scoreline, yeah. The scoreline is still 1-0.
Yeah.
And 1-0, there's no away goal rule or anything. So if Chelsea can raise their game,
look at that. They just fall cheaply and lose the ball cheaply.
See, when you see a team that is just coming together, and from the beginning you start seeing signs. Can you say you can see signs of the coach's input on the team yet?
No. The coach have not really done much from what we saw in the last match. The last match they played, we've not really seen much because I was expecting that, okay, now that Chelsea have had all these new players, I think the last match was the match you brought most of these new players together to play. Now you have seen what they can do. I was expecting Graham Potter to kind of have a change of not just add, apart from changing, not changing precisely, but add something to that pattern to make it to make it more effective, like a better finisher. You know what I'm saying? A better finisher and somebody who has shot, who is somebody who is accurate.
Oh, that's the Koulibaly chance. That chance, he really played it.
No goal. Goal line technology says no goal. That ball was on the line.
He didn't cross the line.
He didn't cross.
100% of the ball has to cross the line before it. If you ask me, I'm disappointed. Because I don't think Dortmund of all teams should be beating Chelsea. But what can we say? It is football.
This is football. This Champions League. There is no small team when it comes to the Champions League. They are all big teams because
no small team, but there are still minnows in football.
Yeah, there are still minnows, but this is Champions League, and you don't underrate anybody because they are also in their club. They are winners. They are top either they are top 4 or they win Europa. You know what I mean?
But when you look at this match and you look at the way these guys have performed, have they really lived up to any expectation?
Well, to some extent, I think there is positivity in the team, but this team that is lacking is the goal. The goals are not coming. They are not scoring. They are not scoring.
But you need to first play well before you can get the goals. Look at.
They are not scoring. They just have 3 minutes left, and then the match will be over.
I think
that's a good cross. Cucurella.
It's just all left to be seen.
That free kick was a handball against Cucurella. He lifted himself high
and there's an update from the Club Brugge Benfica game. Benfica leading by 2-0. But so far so good. It seems football is actually growing in other parts of the world.
Yeah, football is growing in other parts of the world, most especially in the Arab world. In the Arab country, they are really investing in football. We go to places like Qatar, we go to places like, Saudi Arabia, and all this Arab world, they are really investing on football. And it's really growing over there. In Africa, except in this part of Africa, that our football is dying.
And the game has become an heated argument.
But most times, when there is an eruption like this in the match, you will see players, they come and they will be pushing themselves, but they will not fight. You understand?
If they fight, they will attract fine.
Yeah. They'll just come and they will be pushing themselves. But the Chelsea goalkeeper, I think he's the only one who is aware of what they are trying to do. They are trying to use it to buy time, but he's telling them, leave them alone. They are using it to buy time. So that it is 90 minutes now.
It's 90 minutes now, and Dortmund are still leading a goal to nil. I don't think Chelsea is coming back into this game. I don't think Chelsea is coming back into this game.
I think they have wasted their chances. They wasted their chances on them.
Chelsea has not really cut it for me. I can't see that sense of urgency. I can't see that bite where you want to, give everything on the field of play.
I think this is the second match Graham Potter will be losing in the Champions League. I think, we will not say he has lost it here because you still have home.
I don't think he has lost. I think this is the first one.
He played, he draw.
That lost the first game of the group stage that led to a sack. But honestly, it has been disappointing. Really disappointing from Chelsea today. An offside against Joao Felix. Now, Mr. Mount will miss next match.
You miss next match?
Because of the silly... They fouled you, the referee has blown the whistle. I don't know why you started fighting. But any which way, football is still football. We just have to hope and see what the next round of games will bring. Because this first round is more or less boring.
It's not boring.
Than
the match is not. The match is not that boring.
No, Champions League. What comes to you is that you want to see the best of football, and from your own point of view, can you see this game and say this has been a very good spectacle of football?
Well,
because to me, it has not really lived up to it.
Yeah, it's Chelsea who have actually not played. Not lit up their position. But Borussia Dortmund, I think, with the one goal victory advantage, I think that goal is the result of what they have done. Why it's like this? Because there is no result to show for Chelsea. So, and you don't expect Borussia Dortmund to sleep, not doing anything. I think they have to fight, and they got their goal. Chelsea was sleeping; they were not able to get the goal, and they did not struggle. They were just playing the midfield, and most of the chances they had, they wasted them. So tell me. So if they come back to their home and all the chances they get, they wasted it. They waste them again. That means they are gone.
So we are in the 4th minute of the extra time in the game between Dortmund and Chelsea. And it's still 1-0 in favor of Dortmund. But I think there are still a few positives from the Chelsea game. Or what do you think?
Yeah, feel positive. There's no miracle here in this game now. But because we are going into the last minute of the game, so Chelsea just have some seconds to make a difference. Just some seconds.
But I don't.
The referee say play on. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper!
Good save.
Beautiful save. Good shot from Enzo, but
you see how Enzo felt because he's beginning to see that the goal was his fault. I think, my personal opinion, because the sense of urgency now, when the time is almost off.
Yeah.
If they had started the game like this, wouldn't it be better? Or what do you think?
Yeah, it will be better. It is the spirit of the game. It is the spirit of the game. You will never know what will come at the end. So you'll be taking it step at a time. You'll be taking it gradually until you get to the end before you now see the reality. And when you see the reality, you try to do some fire brigade approach.
And I think it's the final whistle already.
Yeah, the final whistle.
Chelsea nil. So, looking at the match, first half and second half, what's your take on both Dortmund and Chelsea?
Well, my take is that it was a good match. It was a beautiful match. It was a challenging one for both teams. Remember, Chelsea is away. Chelsea is away. He's playing away, and Dortmund is at home. So definitely, you will expect Dortmund to use all the opportunity they have with them and with the fans supporting strongly behind them. And Chelsea, though they have played what they could, but they didn't get the result. They played everything possible, but they didn't get the result. They didn't get the goal. And there have been scarcity of goal for Chelsea in their last 5 matches. The best they do in every match is to score one, or they will not even score. The last match they played goalless draw. Another one was goalless draw. The other one was just a nil, 1-0. You know what I'm saying? So there have not been much goal in Chelsea.
They're struggling.
Yeah, they are struggling to score goals because what is absent now in the Chelsea squad is goals. You know, it's goals.
You need to build up before you can score.
Then again, another thing I see, the Graham Potter, the manager of Chelsea. Well, a lot of people are saying that it's like the Chelsea squad, the Chelsea team is bigger than him. I think it's beginning to show that the Chelsea job is bigger than him. It's beginning to show because you play and play and play, you're not scoring goals. You play and you play and play, and you're not getting results.
You know, looking at Chelsea's game, you can hardly find that cohesion, that defining moment, the movement, the unit play. You know, when they play in 2s and 3s, you know, all those technical runs. You know, for this match, Chelsea's performance is just average. Look at it, how can Chelsea be playing pragmatic to Dortmund in the first half? It doesn't make any sense to me, in my opinion. But I don't know about your opinion. What do you think?
Well, that is the tactics the coach thinks will work for him. But it's like, you know, when Graham Potter was coming to Chelsea, and a lot of people begin to think, this man must be a great player. Let us read about his tactics. We discovered that he plays different kind of tactics. He switched from tactics to tactics. You understand? And that is what he did in Brighton before coming to Chelsea. That he switched from tactics to tactics, from 4-2-3-1, from 4-3-3 to 4-3-3. No, he switched from tactics to tactics, and he has been in Brighton. It pays him, but in Chelsea, it's not working.
And the thing is, more is demanded from him at Chelsea. Chelsea is a club that every opponent wants to be serious about. So that's one of the reasons why I still feel Chelsea's job is bigger than it. But there's still time. The owners have decided to leave him and show some faith in him. And let's see where we get to from there. But it has been a spectacle of football. Benfica winning by 2-0. Yesterday's games, Bayern winning 1-0. and AC Milan winning a goal to nil. If you are going to predict which of the 4 fixtures, the teams that you can see them in the quarterfinal?
Well, the 4 teams, I think I'll see Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal. We also see AC Milan versus Tottenham. I can see Chelsea in the Chelsea qualifying. I can see Benfica. No, just 2 of them that will qualify. I think Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Bayern Munich, Chelsea. Is it the whole? Is it the whole?
Yes. The whole 4 matches that has been played so far, yesterday and today.
Yeah.
You see Benfica, Chelsea, Bayern. Who between AC Milan and Tottenham?
AC Milan.
AC Milan. Let's see how next round of matches will come along. We have been entertained, and we just have to feed and enjoy this football that we crave. After a stressful day, we watch the work of art that is played by 11 men on the field of play. Till we come again next time, Premier Sports Fans Center, we are here to serve you better. And don't forget, we are still test running our studios. In time, we'll give you better, we only get better, and you enjoy us better. Good night, and have a lovely night rest.
He's doing so much, and I see that the whole fan are solidly behind him. So he's the magic behind the squad for now.
But do you think Man U can win?
Very energetic. Yeah. They are tapping. They never relent on their effort. So if I lose to Arsenal, it's not bad, but I felt bad.
When it comes to Emirates Stadium, Arsenal has the passcode of Manchester United. Even if this game is played 100 times at the Emirates Stadium, Man U will still lose. Man U